Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back. Dawn of Man continues with our Raider defense, one of the most difficult scenarios available in the game where you're going to be constantly attacked by Raiders. Oh man, we've been having some heavy hits. I don't know what to say other than that. We went from 90 people down to 60 people. We had a battle against, I think, 40 Raiders, and we were able to hold, only losing 30 men. But now we're building some bigger military installations here to hold back the enemy as they continue to attack our walls. We're going to build a double-layered wall here, double-gated community, just in case they get past the first gate. So that way we can have our fancy, well-to-do area, which is our farms and, of course, our other major cities. So welcome back, everybody. Good to see you here, and thank you, as always, for showing your support. Yes. Yes. All right, so we are on to bigger and better things today. We're now trying to build this wall here so we don't have to worry about Raiders, but I believe they're coming back sometime soon. Population went up by 5 now. That's awesome, as our prestige is growing, too. We're providing a lot of goods to our people. So despite the setback, we have a huge workload gap now. We were at 90 and things were working well. Now we're back down to 131. But let's speed up time, let's get going, and let's try to do better as we fight against the enemy who's constantly invading our land. So I've tried to cancel as many of the jobs that I could that were kind of pending at the time. Basically trying to get rid of things like, for example, like this, the logging and whatnot, so that way we can try to minimize the amount of workload that we have. Let's meet with that trader, and we'll continue to do that so we can reorganize our workforce here and continue with everything else that we were doing. So what do we have? How do we do on supplies here? It looks like do we have no straw whatsoever? That doesn't seem right. Oh boy. Alright, we must have just finished the harvest. I'm going to need some straw for the animals. Might be a tough year. Luckily, we do have plenty of grain. And things were cutting a little close with fish and whatnot, but I'm going to trade with this guy for a few things and try to keep our food up and whatnot, so that way we can try to not die, essentially. This is going to be a very hard part. We were well on our way to success, and then a little setback from that previous invasion. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of the spears. And I'm trying to go mostly for... actually, you know what? Let's keep those spears. Let's go for bows and try to switch eventually over to composite bows and see what we can do there. Looks like we've got linen cloth. I wonder if we could trade for another bow. No, that would make sense. We already are trading for that. Let's try to do a little bit of tin then. Alright, there we go. Alright, perfect. Now let's get back to reducing some of these jobs. We're trying to lower the workload elsewhere. And I'm going to actually reorganize this hunting zone over here. Seems like there's a lot of animals that kind of come up over this way, so we're going to place that over there. So, because we've lost so many people to battles and, disease and random hypothermia and whatnot, we have to constantly be rebuilding our forces and rebuilding our walls and such. So this time, we're going to move all these people out of here and out of these jobs and go do something else. So we're going to remove work areas. We don't really have the manpower to do the things that we plan to, so we've got to return to certain things such as building carts and trying to maximize efficiency. So I guess the plan always changes no matter what you're doing. Let's see, we got 34 donkeys, so I'm just going to make a few more carts. That should be good enough for workforce. If we have too many carts, that's probably a good thing, because if a cart breaks down, they just immediately replace it, so it's never a bad idea. We also have 13 knowledge points. We need one more to get composite archery, and that's one more piece of research or technology we have to unlock until we are able to finally unlock the Iron Age, which requires a whopping 35 research points. So that's going to be a big crazy time. And then when we get to that age as well, the enemy army is probably not only going to be better equipped but also larger, and that's a real nightmare for us. If the enemy attacks over here, we've been doing quite well in defending on this side, but it's the other side that I'm really worried about. We're also trying to make as many clothing as we can. Interestingly enough, our people have been dying of hypothermia even if we provide everything needed, so it's really not too big of a deal, I think, or rather we can't really... I can only do so much, is what I'm trying to say. I can give our people warm clothes and all this extra stuff, but, you can only lead a horse to water, but you can't make him put on his sweatshirt, that kind of thing. All right, let's build this wall this way here. Okay, so our people are working on the double-layer wall. We've upgraded our defenses here to stone, and that's where a lot of our workforce is for the winter. So the faster we get this wall done, the faster we can have our people focus on things that truly matter, like farming. And, well, mostly the harvesting is the biggest thing. It seems that planting is rather quick, but the harvesting is where the real money is. So we're trying to make a lot of tools and things as quickly as possible. I've gone back to making bone tools so we can get fishing going again. We got only 6 people out on the hunting adventure there, or I guess the fishing excursion. And looks like a lot of people are making knives and sickles. So I'm just trying to do a little bit of everything, trying to get people tools as quickly as possible so we can keep that up. And now finally we have unlocked the composite archery. Excellent. So now we can do that. I'm going to try to make sure our... let's go ahead and stop that. And composite archery, the trouble with that is it requires linen So I need to make sure that we're using linen now for that. And we need to increase our flax. We have 2 huge flax fields here, and I don't think I've got them on a high priority, as I should now. I'm going to make these a high priority so we can start making bows. These are the best thing to trade with at the time being. So let's go ahead and make that a high priority for planting and harvesting. And it looks like a flint mine is exhausted, but we recently built another one. And here comes the raiders again. Ooh, from the better area, and there's a lot of them. Let's go ahead and take a look. What do we got for numbers here? Looks like, well, let's see if I can double-click on them and highlight them all. Oh, there you go. All right, looks like we're dealing with 15, 16, 17? Well, wait a minute. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 of them, unless there's more somewhere. Let's make sure we didn't miss anybody. Okay, so it looks like 18 of them are coming in. Typically, I like to leave this front gate open or closed, and then the other one's open, so that way the enemy tries to flank around, and by the time they do that, they've got to run past all these platforms. So let's go ahead and get ready to shut her down. We're low on food again, but I think the problem is solved from all the flour that we have, and we're also going to get some vegetables in the summer. But this is a pain. Every time there's a raid, it takes away from productivity. So let's do this. Door is closed. Let's speed up time and see if we can hold. Enemy is kind of determining what they're going to do. They go right for the main gate. Looks like they killed, unfortunately, we're down to our last cattle. And we're down to 61 people. Damn. Alright, let's cancel the alarm. Everybody return to work. Okay, so not too bad. Whenever they attack from there, we usually end up a lot better than when we defend from this side. The raiders who come from the east seem to be just better equipped. They seem to have more shields and such, though it's kind of the same case over here. Alright, we're down on sheep and pigs and donkeys and everything else. Got to keep making some animals. Let's go ahead and, actually, let's reduce the donkey down to 25. Let's just have everything down to like 25. Or less with the sheep. We're desperate for food now. We do have plenty of grain and actually plenty of flour, so I think I actually requested that everybody just make some, yeah, make a lot of flour, people. Let's make some flour here. And then bread, too. They seem to only make bread whenever... let's make that a high priority now. They seem to only make bread whenever they're hungry, so let's make sure there's a lot of extra stuff in capacity. People are dying of starvation, but again, there's still bread in the storage. So even if we had 1,000 food, that's always been a problem too. But hey, that's what happens. Like, we can plan all day, but you never know how the defenses are going to go. And that's where the real importance comes from. The enemy really picked up their attacks. They became a lot more brazen and well-equipped as we got into this next era. So I held out for as long as I could. Alright, let's see. So I want all this stuff. Low commission, 29. Good. I will trade you... Let's see, what do we have? I will trade you... Let's see, 29. I'll trade some wool. I'll trade 10 of that. 18. Now I just need about, what, 11? So let's trade a bow and arrow. Bring that up to 33. We'll keep some of the copper then. There we go. Oh, and another person dying of starvation. Man, we went from 90 down to an unfortunate number of 61 or so. And then more people dying of infection. Crazy! We were doing so well, and then that just turn of luck, unfortunately. A lot of people just dying of starvation. Now we're producing plenty of flour. And we have a high request for wood to be... or rather, bread to be made. And we should have plenty of fuel for that. We got plenty of logs, so bread should be made left and right. Vegetables are coming in, fruits and meats and such. Okay. What a huge setback for our camp. But that's what the real big risk is, jumping onto these next eras like that. Alright, let's go ahead and empty out some of these and recycle. And we'll continue to build our camps. But that's the thing, is that we're switching our focus from, you know, economy to military defense. And that's the thing that really set us back. People dying of diseases left and right. Wow. Last 2 episodes have just been like Rip City. But stay confident. We're holding the line and we're still fighting. We need a lot more people to come into the camp. And our welfare will increase after these attacks here. You see the welfare going on. Every time there's an attack, it bops everything way down. So we're trying to maintain focus here. Stay steady and vigilant on our defense. Alright, looks like bread is going up. Good. And I think I bought a lot of... Didn't I buy a lot of fish? Apparently it must have just all been immediately eaten. But we are making a lot of flour and a lot of bread now. 5 is pretty good. Those need to be on high priority, though. Don't really care so much for the winter clothing. The summer clothing, rather. The winter is really where we need to worry the most about. Let's go ahead and lower some of these priorities now. How are we doing on harvest equipment? 53. Okay, that's almost a little... it's almost enough for everybody. Let's go ahead and minimize that. Alright, the last of the cattle have died. Yeah, I would imagine so. Alright, let's give some extra jobs for other people to do something else. This is really where the management skills come in like crazy now. 175, mostly based on the wall. The wall is where the big construction project is, so that's bringing up a lot of our resources. We're also cutting back a lot on the sheep, so things are being dried. A lot of meat being dried. Wow, crazy. Oh, looks like a bear attacked something over there. Alright, 33 donkeys. Alright, we're going back into the fall again, so harvest season is taking precedent now. I think we got enough bread for a while. Looks like some flax might be able to be harvested too, and that'll help us to make composite bows. We are using the linen and some sticks in order to make composite bows here. Or at least we should be, so let's make that a higher priority. That gives us much more damage. And we'll give people ranged weapons to occupy the walls with. And no matter what I do, even if I fix the wall, it's all about the manpower. And they just seem to get in no matter what anyway. Luckily we can hold from this defense pretty good, but the other defense is where the real worry is. Storm coming in, keep it up. Alright, I constantly have somebody hopefully making bread all the time. We have it on constant, but I'm using this to monitor how much bread and flour is being made. And we have 55 sickles, so everybody in the camp should be able to do some mining and harvesting. Because we have plenty of picks and plenty of sickles, but let's go ahead and reduce that. We'll stay focused on food production. Horrible fall season. I'm not seeing a lot of people come out and harvest. Looks like they're just getting out here now at the end. Alright, that's making some improvement. Good. Let's take a look at workload. 191. Incredible. A lot of maintenance on the homes needs to be done. Alright, a lot of crops are coming in now. That's good. We'll have grain to feed the animals. Looks like we got a little bit of straw, but not a lot. Pulses, nuts, and meats and such. It's enough to continue with what we're doing. We'll be in a better situation when we get up to a 70 population, and when we get some more food, a good reserve. What else can I do to reduce workload? I think we had a rock mine over here. Let's go ahead and reduce that force. Still going hunting. I think that's still important. And we're still gathering some fruits and berries here. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Okay, wintertime allows for some things to slow down. 3 more people joining the settlement, getting closer to 60. Welfare is jumping up, and same with prestige, going up a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and indicate the rest of the wall to be constructed here. Actually, I wonder if we can just drag all the way down if I missed anything. Whew. Okay, wow, this is really nerve-wracking because, you know, you prepare everything and then the raiders come through and make it a lot more difficult as they would, so Luckily, we've got some better defenses here, especially that brick wall, which should help us. Not much for food. I will take all that, though, and your linen, so we can make weapons. 42. Alright, let's trade. What's our best thing to trade? Any wool? 27, that's good. Let's trade all of it. Actually, we'll go down 1 and then 2 rocks. Alright. Actually, I thought the rocks would be trading for a higher price now because it's the we've researched stone masonry, and thus, you know, since stone is now important for building homes and walls, that would be a little bit more higher in value, but maybe not at the moment. Luckily, we've got 31 carts and 33 donkeys, so we're not too far away from our completion goal, but we might also need to gather some sticks again. I think we're gathering only sticks from when we are cutting down trees, so it might be a good idea to find a area to gather some sticks again. Let's put some over here. Make sure we got 25. Gonna need that for building a bow and arrow and such. Alright. 8 spears there. Only 1 bronze. Not bad. Alright. Well, we're preparing for the next attack. Essentially, that's all we can do. Build another section of the wall there. The plan is then to have some guard towers here, and the enemy will have to get through multiple gates in order to attack. Or maybe we'll put a gate here so that way we can put some more towers. So that's going to be great. Alright, pig died of old age, that's alright. Let's actually go ahead and go for a big O slaughter on them. Luckily, they mostly made it through the winter. This is going to be our last summer, though, with good food. We really need to have that task figured out. 228, my god, that is insane. Mostly because of our... Well, one problem is our population, the other problem is the amount of requests that we have for animals to be slaughtered, but I can't really avoid that at the moment. Alright, well, we gotta climb back up to 60, then 70. Once we get up to 70, we'll be in a lot better shape. A lot of these homes need maintenance done on them too. A lot of straw needs to be consumed. So we got 27 linen. So we'll make these a lower priority again. And we'll try to go for strictly the food. 234 is just insane. I need to be able to manage this better now. Let's see. Well, let's make sure we lower priorities on things. Except for bread making. Well, I guess we're gonna have to lower our priorities on a lot of stuff. How are we doing on clothing? 62? Okay. We got a little bit of wool in storage, 7, so that should be okay to make. Seems like we're making a good amount of composite bows, which gives a huge number to hunting. But it should be used for fighting, too. They can do that. And how much animal storage do we have? 80. Alright, so we're down to about half. Tough times. This is kind of a real nail-biter now. This is really what I wanted to see, is how we're going to manage in these tough times. It was up and up. Now it's a step back. Where can we get some tan in here? Oh, right about there. Alright, we're gathering sticks here. Let's go ahead and remove that work request. So we have 5 people tasked with getting mud. Let's make it 2 to get 25. And 5 people to get 50 fish. Seems doable. 250 fish to be precise. Awesome. Alright, we're still buying food. Filling up the cupboard, I guess. I'm really proud, though, to say that everything went pretty well up until now. Despite our setbacks with continuous raider attacks, we've been doing really well. Get some more of these. Copper picks, logs, and pigs. No, we're good. Alright, excellent. Food is looking a lot more secure now. We must have had a huge kill-off of the pigs. Good. Yeah, we don't have as many people to work on maintaining these animals, so we had to cut back quite a bit. Alright, well, the wall is certainly having some problems to it. Our little military fortress having a little trouble finishing that up, but the raiders will probably... I hope they don't find a way to walk around, like up here or something like that. But hopefully they go right in and are taken out by the defenses. In fact, instead of building towers, I think I just want to build these wooden platforms. They seem to fare so much better than the towers. So I'll build one there, and here too. On this side, we seem to just be able to defend no matter what happens. Now, are we missing one? Yeah, we need to prepare for another future attack. It's probably coming soon. Alright, workload, please be down in the 200s. Oh, 94%. Wow, alright. Things are starting to get done, even with all that wall creation. Getting back up into the 60s was where we needed to be. We're doing it! That power of positivity. We gotta stay on the ball. Alright, we got some donkeys over here just chilling. So it means people are more on, like, probably, like, gathering basic, some small things than needing donkeys. I don't even think they use the donkeys to gather, like, grain and stuff. They just carry it back in one by one. A lot of donkeys just chilling. 27 donkeys with 29 carts. Okay. I think we're cutting back on the herd quite a bit, which is fine. That means they'll eat less, and that means we can put all the straw towards maintaining our homes. Alright, we're almost onto the fall again. How do we do on gathering supplies? Pulses 14, fruits, good. Good. That's much, much better. Excellent work, everybody. Alright, back into the fall. Fall harvest now. Workload will probably be a little too high. 197. Boy, that jump. Apparently our people are going hunting again. I think we need everybody back at the camp. We'll worry about animal husbandry then, instead. How do I look at work zones? There should be a way to see them. There. Okay, so let's get rid of that one. But now I want to go through them and filter. So let's take a look at every one of our work zones. So mud and fish there. Hunting there. Let's cancel that. No more hunting now. We'll focus on maintaining our herd and then slaughtering it when needed. Or we'll go vegetarian. It might just end up being better. Right, no more hunting. It just takes too much time. Except for when they walk right in front of the camp. Hold on just a second. We can take some of those babies. Hello? There we go. That's what I wanted. If they're right next to the camp, they're at least worth something. Yeah, get rid of them all. Alright, we'll go for closer stuff. That's way better. Alright, what is this? Gathering sticks order? Cancel that. Bear attack at random. Typical. Let's see what else we got. Another hunt area. Oh, raider attack again. Damn! Coming from this area. Are those bears? Oh, they're boars. Alright, let's sound the alarm. We have the wall, or the gate just repaired. Good. Come on back, everybody. Alright, well, we're waiting for the attack. I'm going to keep working. Okay, we're gathering tannin from here. That's good. And sticks from there. So we're just gathering sticks, tannin, mud, and fish. That's another 17, isn't it? Or no, 18. Alright, places, people. Goal's gotta be we can't lose anybody. Oh, no. Yeah, oh, cool. The donkeys actually run. Nice. We'll lose a couple of them. I want to keep the door open this time and see if we can actually get them to walk in. Where all of our people are waiting. As well as the dogs. So we started at, I think, 63. Nice, minimal losses. Good job. Damn, we're starting to get really good at kicking ass. Nice. All right, minimal losses considering. Okay, more knowledge, folks. Get back to harvesting. Damn, those raids really waste time when they come in the harvest season. Luckily, we got a little bit of time left. Our people should be able to do what they need to do. What do we get for harvest equipment? 50? Not enough. How are we doing on flint? All right, let's start making some bunch of flint picks, or those right away. Sickles, there we go. Keep making those. All right. The biggest attack that came in was over here in the east, so that's kind of what we're worried about. Though this wall is pretty much complete, this layer, at least around the town. But the areas on the flanks are kind of some extra protection, so these are kind of like bonus points over there. Oh, good. We're getting a lot of knowledge points, too, from gathering beer and things like that. We're going to be stuck in this age for quite some time. Quite some time. Alright, so we just got a few people working other stuff. What do we got for workload now? It should be lower. 166. Still not great. Donkeys have died of disease. Oh, boy. Luckily, we've got plenty of food. So we're just trying to pick ourselves up. We're trying to stay as strong as possible. Let's hear it for those Raptorians. They're doing it. We had that big jump at 90 and then that drop down from the big attack. Hopefully that never happens to our camp again. We've been repelling a lot of attacks. Are these just random people joining the camp? I hope so. Those seem to be just random people walking in. Come on in. Trader has arrived. Hopefully that's just some randos joining us. Bronze. Alright, give me some pulses. Give me food. You got low commission? Oh, I'll take everything you got then. Ooh, actually. Yeah, give me that. Give me what do you got? Wow, you got a lot of good stuff. How much is this going to cost us? A pretty penny, I bet. Sheep I don't need, but everything else is good. 235. Oh, damn, we're going to need all those clothes. We got no fabric made. What do we got? Copper spears. Alright, I don't need as many copper axes anymore. The axes we have are fine. So I will trade you... So we need 35 now. What do we got? What's good? I'll trade you 10 stone. All of our tannin. That can be easily picked up. Bones. And... kind of let's sell everything that's... I don't know about that. Charcoal. Perfect. Oh, and yep, 4 people have joined the settlement. Excellent. Welcome aboard. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Good, 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 good. Awesome. All right, just a few more sections of the wall to be completed, and then we're good on the defenses. And that'll cut down some of our workload a bit. I'm also going to order a few trees to be cut down to clear the way for the attack, and then also to provide some more materials for the wall. This area seems relatively undefended, but, I mean, it's been working great. They come across the open field, and then they just get destroyed. And with minimal animals at 45, we won't need to worry too much about straw, and everybody should be able to repair their homes. This house, for example, needing repair, but don't see what it needs, actually. Mud and straw, those are 2 things that we have, so they just need to repair it. Alright, boys, today's goal, climb up into the 70s. We got to climb up into the mid-70s. As best we can. Just brutal winters. Some people will die from hypothermia, but it shouldn't be too bad. The only thing I have priority is, yeah, looks at the end of the storm. The Jaguar dies at the end of the storm. After it's the coldest, after it's dying down and warming up, just a few degrees, hypothermia. Times 2! What the... Oh boy. I jinx myself by mentioning the population, and then they all die off. Alright, hopefully the beer is keeping everyone in good spirits. That seems to be Too bad we can't make wine. That would keep everyone in good spirits, too. Okay, so, boy, even a sheep had died of hypothermia? That must be, like, the craziest sheep ever. Oh, look at all these people dying of disease, dying of hypothermia. It's getting warmer out. The temperature was 4 degrees Celsius. That was, like, 41, 42. I mean, everybody had clothing. So I always like to go to, like, Logic Court and be like, all right, Belknock, you died of hypothermia while wearing a sweater. I mean, at that point, it's like, it's just the way it is. But that's supposed to be, you know, it's obviously a harder setting game. So it's supposed to be a little bit more difficult, which just ends up being more time-consuming than anything. All right, I'm excited. If we finish this wall, that means we will have a huge drop in our workload, and everyone can go do more important things. Why are we going to kill the... Don't kill the donkeys. Use the carts. Actually, let's increase the donkey population. Wait, donkeys are... Oh, they must be old then. That's probably why they're going to slaughter them. Old female, yeah, okay. Old male, old female, okay. Alright, so we just have another small couple of sections to go through. By the way, imagine this. The time we're done with constructing that, all attacks will come in from over here. It'll be hilarious. Alright, luckily we got plenty of carts, so we're good. Traders arrived again, good. Luckily, we can buy a lot of stuff to stave off the problems that we have with lack of materials. You have a high commission, huh? Okay. Oh, we actually have 2 swords that we can trade. Probably not wise for me to trade weapons anymore, but... it's really the only thing I have that I can't... Well, we can get more every time they attack, can't we? Let's get rid of the copper axes. Copper spears. Gotta go up to 105. $110. What's something worth 5? Oh, and then she's got her commission. Alright, there you go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that balanced out nicely. We could always use a little extra clothes for the winter. Alright, let's finish that defense. Let's go. I feel like I should just make it the highest of priorities. I'm also requesting to cut down a few trees, so that should bring in the rest of the materials needed. Also, there's an orchard over here. 151. I still not feeling like I'm going to prioritize anything until we get more people here. Ooh, welfare and prestige are good. They're looking real nice. Gotta get that population up still. Oh, somebody's going to get hit by lightning. We're going to be down to 62. It's going to happen. How it always goes. That was a close one. Okay. Got lucky. Wait a minute. Why is there a wall being built literally in the middle of that gate? That's not how that should work. Only 2 people joining the settlement? We need 4s and 5s. 2 is a no-go. We definitely need 4s and 5s. Okay, lots of bread made. Okay, I'm going to request a few of these sections be complete. Just so the enemy's forced to attack the main. Let's just complete one set of the wall completely. And we'll call it good. Then they can add just a few sections. Oh, it's getting really complete now. So hopefully that with this we don't have to lose as many people anymore. It's not really so much about defenses as much anymore as it is about like losing people. That's our biggest problem is getting hit by invaders now. Oh, awesome. We made 10 composite bows. Good. Keep pumping them out. It's helping me to keep track of how many we got. We've got, 26 composite bows now. Awesome. So I'm hoping with 42 bows, according to this, that means everybody's ready to go with ranged defenses. And that's perfect for being up on those walls. Not easy to build these defenses. Takes a lot of time, a lot of resources. Looks like I missed a spot in that wall, didn't I? There we go. Okay. You know, it'd be nice, too, if there were hotkeys to control doors opening and closing, so that way if you wanted to close one set of gates before the other, that'd be nice to be able to have control groups. So that way, for example, if we sound the alarm, instead of closing all gates, it would just be like close the eastern gates. So that way these would close, and then everybody else from the back would run through here. But you can just do it manually by clicking, too. Not like you have too many gates to worry about. You're not building so many. Okay, we have 67 sickles. That's great. We have... How are we doing on picks? 32. Oh, good. Workload is probably way too high still. 62. We're really starting to get back on it. Good. It's going to jump up, though, come fall. Okay, people are finishing up the wall sections. Nice. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, the first section has been completed. Excellent work, everybody. All right, set that construction to high priority. And that'll be done. I want to try to build some platforms or something on the inside, but or on the outside, but let's just build them on the inside and leave them there for now. Workload is too high. What are we at now? 138%. That's manageable. 130s is not bad. We can, with this season, get it done. All right, what a comeback. I must say, I'm really proud of where we came from. You know, it was tough. It was tough. Almost starved, almost ran out of people. We were down in like the 50s. Making a change like this is big. Everybody's sticking together and doing their part. Just got to finish up the other sections of that wall. And I think what I want to do here is then we'll just upgrade this camp to have... maybe we'll build a wall here made out of brick, and then we'll make another exterior wall and move these stables somewhere else. We do have some room on the inside, so... Okay, apparently we were low on knives. Want to make sure we got sickles first. How are we doing on clothing? 66. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and make some knives then. Who has the ability to make knives? There you are. So we can make some... Let's make some bronze knives so that way we don't have to worry about those for a while. Make a good group of those. And then keep making sickles. Alright, so technically we've got maybe, what, 5 pieces of the wall remaining? 3, 4, 5? And that is it in the east. And then we've got this weird kind of like... thing up here that I built, but the enemy shouldn't break through. I don't think they'll be able to go through there. Nice! Look at our population. Nice. 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 35 is what we need to get to the next area. But really what we're looking for now is to try to get up to 100 people. 100 population is what we need. We're constantly being raided. You know, to be honest, the raiders should really know not to attack our camp anymore. I mean, of the numbers, the sheer numbers they've thrown at us and us defending over and over and over again, we've held the line. Nobody can really stop us. We've been kicking butt. And that's just great. Alright, let's trade some stuff here. We'll trade some linen this time. Wool seems to come in a lot faster. Let's do that. Plus, how about some leather? Not using that as much anymore. We will be, though, if we make some carts. That'll be when you know our society's really doing well, is when I start to make carts again. There we go. Yeah, because we'll know we're doing really well when we have enough enough time to make carts and enough donkeys, too. We're down to 18, so we got to kind of wait for them to come back. Let's do another work area on trees. Maybe over here. We'll clean out a forest. And we'll make sure we have 100 logs. We certainly need more wood now to finish up the rest of the projects. Actually, the wall is completed. Excellent! Alright, as far as I can tell, the enemy won't be able to bypass it. Let's just make sure. Because they can't climb on these high mountain parts, so let's make sure. No more raiders. Oh, what? That person just kind of walked around it. Ah, crap. Uh-oh, people are just kind of walking up the hill. Alright, well, we'll put towers or something up here. I'll add a few more sections to the wall. Well, if they walk around it all the way up there, I mean, I guess they deserve to get in, but we're going to have defenses in the rear too. People will be there. And I think the raiders kind of split up and they go all sorts of different directions. So if 2 or 3 get through here, that's fine compared to them going through, everybody going through the front gate. Alright, we're up to 70 now. Great. We've got, how many sickles in storage? 69? Nice, nice. So we're still making those. 14 flint in reserve. Keep making those sickles. They don't last as long, but we need to keep up those numbers. What's the next thing we could work on? Knives are a little low at 11, but not too bad. It's really only for slaughtering. And that is... Well, I can hear it. It's going on like crazy. How are we doing on axes? 26, very nice. Lots of extras. So summer clothes are made with leather. I don't want to spend any of that. How are we doing on workload? 43%, excellent. And carts, we got 19. Donkeys. So I'm going to make a few of those for when the population jumps. Make 5 of those. Low on knives still. Yeah, we're working on it. Actually, I think I just made a bunch of bronze knives, so they'll work longer. They'll last for a lot longer. Let's try... how are we doing on picks? 24, that's good. 25, 11. Yeah, we'll just need... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Keep making more all that stuff. Sickles and knives. We need a lot of food. Good, look at that. Food is just skyrocketed now. Buying for a few years really paid off. And the wall is complete. That is great. Although we'll see how effective it is when the attackers come. Never again do I want to drop down to that 90. I think we should start worrying about defenses over here now. Though we're kind of low on logs, so we need to get some of that stored up. Where do I have log storage over here? Do I... Kind of a little bit of a distance away. Maybe we should put log storage over here now. Let's put it over here, since we're going to build a fence nearby or a gate. Oh, and 4 people have decided to join us. Excellent, we're up to 45. Good. And raider attack spotted. Where are they at? Oh, perfect. Excellent. Everybody to the walls. Let's test our new defenses. Raiders arrive, or traders arrived as the raiders are attacking. Yes, I will take that. Ooh, that is a high commission, sir. That is high. Oh, I'm almost willing to trade everything for a bunch of sickles so we can focus on other tools. 261. What if we trade you the old 35s? No. Linen, he'll trade for a good cost. 150, 220. Trade value 284 is what we're putting up now. Let's pull back on some of the linen. There we go. Alright, good. We can have our shop over here focus on something else now. Now we've got 89 sickles, so we won't need any for a while. So let's focus on knives, and everybody get to the defenses. Give me a whole thing of knives. Ginsu is jealous. Give me a bunch of those. Then let's start making some fishing traps, too. We can trade those for a hell of a lot of money. But I want to make sure the defenses are ready. Alright, let's close the gates. Everybody seems to be on the platforms. Why can they only hold like 2 people? Some of them are only 2. And some of them are 3. Alright, note to self, we're going to build double defenses here. That looks like I can. It's a little narrow. Okay, we're going to add some extra defenses. Oh no, you got into my fortress. Oh, what am I going to do? Some of our people are chucking spears just straight at them. Nice job. Let's open that gate and go out and kick some butt. Alright, flank them, boys. We're all split up now. They're starting to come into the walls. Oh, they don't really have shields. The one time that they attacked, they did have a ton of shields and weaponry with them, which really decimated our people. But this time, they're just getting destroyed. Sure, we're taking some losses, but this is nowhere near as bad as it was. You better run, fool. Nice. I think that's everybody. Good job. Good job, everybody. Alright, we'll add some extra platforms. We'll have to get the upgraded platforms in the next time frame or whatever. Alright, we're adding some more platforms just in case. 71. That is way better than going down to like 50 that we were at before. Alright, now of course the... ooh, look at that. Welfare is high and so is prestige from defending without too many losses. So that'll keep people coming in like no tomorrow. Good. Also, let's get some trees out of here too for our local defense. Just trying to get somebody cutting down trees. I want all these other extra trees out of here. That cuts down only the ones that we haven't planted. Wow, we did it. Alright, everyone, that is it for today's episode. Thanks for hanging out again. And, wow, the defenses work. We just need to do a few repairs, and that is not as bad as the other side. Maybe we'll be attacked from some heavy raiders over here, so we're going to have to improve our defenses. It's not over yet. So I'll see you all next time for more of Dosen't Man. Goodbye, everybody. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.